I'm delighted and absolutely honored to host the third edition of the SHEROES Summit. It's an annual flagship event to get everybody in the SHEROES universe together once a year to follow up on the conversation that we have online for about 364 days in a year.
Why I'm here essentially is to share my story as to how I am a SHERO. I happened to attend SHEROES, the first one, and the one line that I took home out of every discussion that happened was, you need to reskill. I took that home and it just was in my mind all the time. And I said, I have to reskill. And today, in just 2 years' time, I run a digital school. I impart digital marketing learning. And I also run a consultancy.
Good morning, people. And it's an honor to be here in the company of a room where I was sharing a while back. The ratio was 1:4 for a man. Now it is 1:6. So houseful room. Cheers to every one of you. What a lovely morning. Men work for 3 things, like no secret. First is money. Second is title. And third is job security. And this is the sequencing for it. You can hire a man if you throw a ton of money at him. Literally like dogs. If you are in a company where the money has been sorted, men will negotiate for a title because he has to throw it around, right? I have this title. So second important thing for them is title. And third, which is totally disrespectfully last, is called work satisfaction. They care a F about what is the work satisfaction, right? And then I got the secret. Actually, women also work for the same 3 things, except in the reverse order. It actually is. And a woman will work at a place because she likes that place, she likes people, she likes the work, and she likes the vibe of that place. I have a side question for you, which is that what made you do something like this? I mean, people can do a lot of profit-making things, people can do a lot of money-making things. This doesn't seem like so much profit-making either for the effort that you're putting in.
I know. I think, we are a tech startup which looks like not-for-profit. Okay, so I think I've been asked this question many times that aap NGO hain, aap charity hain, all of that, just because we work with women. And I'll tell you why that happens.
Just because you work with
women. And I'll tell you why that happens. One, I think all the work done in this country, all for good reasons, with women, always one either had the flavor of grassroots and Nari Mukti Morcha, which has a place in the world.
NMM.
Yeah, right. Or it had a flavor of saying women should get in the boardroom, which also has a place in the world. I think what sort of bugged me no end, and I couldn't sleep anymore, without doing anything about it, was that there are millions and millions of women like me.
Good afternoon, everybody. Firstly, thank you very much for having me here. It's an honor and a pleasure to be on this panel. And I just love the initiative that SHEROES is doing. A big part of our business, Bestial TV, is women empowerment. I work for my SHERO, Shilpa Shetty. She's the boss of the company. I'm highly underpaid, and half the time it's in kind. But I love my job. The idea behind SHEROES and Bestial Time Up was to empower ladies who want to work from home, ladies who want to get back into business, and give them something innovative.
Kanika, as the CEO of Jet Set Go, which has been called the Uber for planes, and as we heard from Vijay, it would be nice to scale up problems to that level, that we need to use your the services of Jet Set Go. When we began to go on with the presentation and stuff, they just couldn't figure out whether a 27-year-old girl would be able to operate planes for them which are safe and efficient and everything else. They're just used to seeing 50, 55-year-old men from the ex-services taking care of this. We fought our way through. We said, you know what, if we can't convince you on value, let us convince you on price. And that we did. We proved ourselves for 2 months. And recently we had a little feedback meeting for them, and they said in the past 8 years, no one's done a greater job for them than us. So it obviously was a victory, but yeah.
So when we started Now Floats, and our products are now just 3 years old in the market, and gave up a large corporate career to do it. And really the aim of the company is to empower local small businesses who have actually no other way to get online, and it still remains a very large problem. So when we started, and sorry I didn't carry my smartphone. So when we started, we what Vijay was saying, and I want to resonate that for a second. Anybody who's trying to be an entrepreneur, solve an Indian problem in the Indian way, and that's what the differentiation in the world is. When we started 3 years back, we used to give websites which were generated from SMS. You could send 3 text messages in whatever Sari said, half a minute, and you could get a website, and the 4th message onwards was content on that site.
The digitization of so many services is the right kind of empowerment. Outsource everything that's not related to your kids or your husband, your laundry, your cleaning. Outsource everything that you can do away with, yes. And there are services, there are so many of them coming up, whether it's dry cleaning, whether it is cleaning, whether it is, urban clap for that matter, you need anything, electrician stuff. So just women can make their life easier and work better. Be more efficient at work and with their family stuff if they know all their tools and technologies.
Whatever happens, I believe, will be for the good. I don't know. It may be better, it may be worse. It doesn't matter. I can't define what it will be, but I'm going to enjoy today, which includes standing on stage with no sandals on. I have to enjoy it, right? I've had this up on my sign-off for years. I truly believe life is about how you're going to dance in the rain. My rain has changed. It's been harsh, it's been cold, it's been nice, but I am going to continue dancing in the rain. However much I can, how often I can, how long I want to. And nobody is going to tell me when I can't.
I am a non-recovering thrill seeker, or as my dad calls it, Keeda pleaser. Because I've changed 3 careers in my life so far, and this is completely true. And I remember there was a pub which was split level, and split level is terrible for comedy because if I can look at you, I can hold your attention, but split level you can do your own thing. And people upstairs started screaming, music, music! So the organizer panicked and gave me the mic. And I came on kind of on very jittery legs and I was like, hello! And suddenly there was silence. Like people upstairs, for them it was a novelty to hear a woman and they were like, ah! And they all came and stood ooper. And I remember looking at them saying, oh, now you're going to listen. They're like, yes. I said, so will you come down? No. I'm like, well then I'm glad I wore a polo neck because you get no view. If you ever come across any Indian stand-up comedian, we'll tell you we've gone through a patch where always some organizer or the other would call and say, Madam, 2 घंटे की comedy चाहिए, पैसा नहीं है पर exposure बड़ा अच्छा मिलेगा. And I've always ended up saying, sir, आप ही कर लो, बड़ा अच्छा मजाक कर लेते हो. Stand-up comedy is catching on in India, and more people are inviting me and calling me and offering me food and booze to come and perform for them. So I quit my day job and I've updated my resume. Current profession, stand-up comedy. Current salary, garlic bread. A lot of journalists have asked me, what is it like being a female comedian? I'm like, I don't know, I've not been any other kind. A lot of times I was introduced as, welcome onto stage, the woman with the balls of steel. How marinated in testosterone is that description? And it happens so often that one day, I swear on God, I actually walked on stage like this. I was like, I don't know how you guys walk with these, they are very inconvenient.
My mother wrote a beautiful couplet which I found a few days before I ever debuted the project for the first time. And it was weird because it felt like all my life she had been bringing me here. She wrote, if my Guru is standing beside me, and Gobind too is by my side, if Allah too is present here, then whose child am I? Guru mere saath khade hain, Gobind yahi to hai, Allah bhi maujood hai yahan, to kaun kahan se hai? So the Sufi Gospel Project, we presented the first time we ever presented, we got a standing ovation. It was like a Moses moment, the audience parted, this lady came forward and she said, my child, straight from your lips to God's heart. And I started to cry because I thought, my mother has heard me.
बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल ज़बान अब तक तेरी है, तेरा सतवा जिस्म है तेरा, बोल के जा अब तक तेरी है, बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल ज़बान अब तक तेरी है, तेरा सुतवा